Yeah, Lord under the light, you look like you just shaved your head this morning. Man, that shit looking like fresh.
I should stay like this.
Stay like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, he just got the surgery.
I ain't got no curl.
Yeah, you don't know.
I got no ass curl like you.
Hey, we need to do a graphic with Ticket with a curl, see what that look like.
Yeah. I see you like a boy.
Yo. Bro, what's up? What's up, Lewis? The redhead troll. I'm waiting for everybody to get in here.
By showing up in my room one night at 3 a.m. when I was 17, I think, I read the Satanic Bible, and some people didn't want to know more about that. I was not expecting to get so many people watching my testimony. I mean, like 20
Not this again. Yo.
only the Lord can do that. It's
I need to leave Chicago. I can't believe I wanted to live here. See, people taught us to forgive people and not hold grudges. You spelled grudges wrong, but okay. Nobody's holding a grudge. No one's holding a grudge. Yeah, I need to leave Chicago, bro. This is why, like, we have to be close to God, dude. Because when you're out here on this world, dude, you just say random shit and you want certain things to, like, come to fruition. You need certain things, like, when you're living a sinful lifestyle, you want certain things in your life to manifest, right? And one of them was, like, I wanted to move to Chicago. Man, did the Lord give me what I wanted, dude? And I'm like, dude, I don't want to be here no more, dude. This place sucks, dude. This place sucks. Living in the city, bro. Like, you need to have a real big bag to live in the city, bro. Because the city, all the city does, bro, is just takes money from you, dude. Like, it's unreal. It's like unreal at this point, dude. It's like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, how do people live here, dude? Like, I don't know if it's like the city or it's just Chicago itself. Nah, dude, I can't, dude. I need to go and live where the horses live. Like, I need to go live in a barn, dude, and be left alone by the government, dude. This is unreal. That's the most, is that most of the U.S. though? What is most of the U.S.? Europeans laugh at you Americans and your taxes. Man, look, I don't think so. In California, it wasn't like this. Like, when I was living in California, it wasn't like this at all, dude. It's just here, dude, and like living in, I don't know, maybe it's because like I'm living in the city. Like 10 minutes. I don't know, dude. I really don't know, dude. Because it's not the city. Because when I was living in San Diego, I lived in the city. All right. And it's just Chicago, dude. It's like they have. I'm pretty sure, dude. Like, without a doubt, they have a doctor. My ears blocked. $10,000, please. Exactly. It's just bro. The government finds ways to, like, extract money from the people that live here, and it's just like, like, I didn't grow up here. Like, I didn't grow up here in Chicago, and I know, like, certain people that grew up here is kind of used to it, bro. I'm coming from California, and I'm living here, dude, and it's just like I'm like sick. It's almost sickening, dude. Like you want to vomit in your mouth. That's how bad it is living here, dude. The government just literally steals money from the people. But then when you look it up when you look it up with Google, it says that the money goes towards, like, the roads here, bro. The roads are so jacked here. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. There's, like, certain spots, like, there's, like, for example, there's this one Hawaiian spot that I like to go and eat, And I literally hate driving that way because the roads are so full of potholes. It's damn near like, bro, if you drive over there, you risk a flat tire. Like, I'm not even joking, dude. I am not even joking. The roads are so beat up here, but then they want to charge like a city sticker. Like, you need, obviously you need like the standard. You need to like renew your plates and get like your registration in order. But then if you live here, the city makes you buy a freaking parking sticker. No, it's a city sticker. It's like $180 like every year. And if you don't have it, they have a bunch of, oh my God, they have a bunch of like goofballs that give you tickets in the middle of the night. They'll come and give you tickets if you don't have like a city sticker. And that ticket is like $60 or some BS. It's like, there's no way around it, bro. The city's gonna try to extract as much money as they can from you if you live here. And I was just telling on my last live, bro, like, you said the roads out there are built for Subarus who got a BMW. Nah, dude, I gotta leave. It's like, this city is like, I don't know, even if I was rich, I don't know if I would live here, dude. Just move to Europe, bro. I'm telling you, I'm about to move to the desert. I'm about to move to the desert, bro. Like, what you ranting about? You got a ticket? No, dude. I'm laughing. I'm ranting about how I was about to renew my registration tags. So I go to the damn I go to the Western Union literally across the street, all right? Cause I passed smog. So I go and bring my smog papers, and then they go, oh yeah, you know, like if you buy it now, it's gonna expire in 4 months. I'm like, what? How does that make sense? Like, you're supposed to buy it for like this year and the next. It's supposed to be good for a whole year. They're like, no, like, you know, we don't let you skip here. So if you buy it now, it's gonna expire in 4 months. It's gonna be $180, and then you have to buy it again 4 months from now for another 180. I'm like, bro. Like in my head, bro, I'm like, I wanted to just like poop in my hand and just throw it on the glass. Like, that's what I felt about what the lady was saying. Like, I just wanted to poop in my hand and spread feces all over the glass and just leave. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Not only that, bro, but so if you go to the DMV, it's like $150, which is standard. But I guess if you go here, you have to pay nah, bro, I don't know. I had to go to the DMV Monday. I think that lady was lying. I think that girl was lying because last time I went to a Western Union, they tried to scam me with a city sticker. They was like, oh yeah, if you pay now, you'll pay 180 for the 4 months one, but you could buy the year long one for like $200. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. And I think I went somewhere else. I went to the city sticker, some shit union, and I got the year pass for like $90 or something like that. He said I still have a 220 sticker. Bro, how much per month is your gyms? Bro, I haven't been to like a gym in a while, but I pay like $20 for the LA Fitness one. But they're really like $50. Back in California, I used to go to like a 24 Fitness. Yo, let's not talk about the 24 Fitness shit. That's another scam. How is your name 24 Fitness and you open like 6 or 7 days out the week for like 12 hours? I don't know if you guys know this, but back in California before COVID hit, back when COVID hit, we used to have a 24 Fitness that was open literally 7 days a week, 24/7. Like, you could go in the middle, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and just go and get like work out and shoot. Like, ever since COVID, they started cutting back on a bunch of shit while raising the price. This is where I wish people were more like unionized. Like, people would just like get together and just fight back against these companies, bro. Because they started raising the price and they started taking amenities away from not Planet Fitness, from 24 Fitness. Yeah, but Planet Fitness, they have a bunch of cardio machines there. Bro, that's why I literally I work out from home now, dude. I bought a bunch of kettlebells and like a pull-up bar, and I just work out from home. Anyways, back to the rant, bro. Back to the rant. Chicago is a bunch of crooks out here, dude. Since y'all, like I said, I have nothing but bad memories. I only been living out here for like a year and a half, dude. Going on 2 years. Nothing but bad memories since moving here, dude. I have so many bad things that done happened to me since living here. It's like it's crazy, dude. This hell with Chicago. I hate Chicago. I need to take my ass back to the West Coast. Bunch of crooks out here, dude. I told you about the dude who we hired to come fix our thermostat. He literally tried to steal our thermostat. We hired a dude to come fix our thermostat. He came and tried to steal the thermostat and replace it with like a $10 thermostat and dipped. And we literally called them out like, hey, bro, that 200 thermostat that you tried to steal, it doesn't belong to you. You need to bring it. You literally need to bring it back. And he brought it back. Real crooks live in Chicago. Like the crookest of crooks. Like this is crazy, bro. Like I said, I need to go live in a barn. Like in the middle of like Mendocino or some shit, dude. And the food sucks here. That's another thing. The food sucks in Chicago. Go live with Moo in Saudi Arabia. Bro, I would never go to Saudi Arabia. That country is ran by a bunch of black stone kissers. To tell the story, what did he say when he said come back for that $200? He didn't say anything. What? Bro. He didn't say anything. What they gonna say? What they gonna say? Like, I'm not coming back. Nigga, like, I'm about to try to finesse the system. I'm like, all right, well, I need to find out if it's cheaper to get new plates or to like, if you get new plates, it comes with a sticker. It comes with a sticker, and you could just pay $180 for new plates, and it comes with a sticker rather than renewing your current plates and then have to renew it 4 months again. So if I just buy new plates, I'm gonna get a veteran on like the license plate. I'm just like, bro, I'm not falling for the shenanigans. I'm not falling for the shenanigans. I'm not falling for it, bro. This is this is crazy. But you know that's what billionaires do, right? I don't know if you like knew that. Like, just shut the fuck up, Louis. That's what billionaires do, y'all. You think billionaires pay taxes, which everyone is required to pay taxes, but billionaires find loopholes where they could pay minimum taxes, right? And so this is like, you know how the middle class says the rich needs to pay more, which the rich do pay a lot of taxes. And it's like a weird dynamic, right? Because when you're rich, you get taxed a lot more. It's almost like you get penalized for being successful, right? But then the middle class says you need to pay more because you have a lot more to give, right? So when the middle class come out and say the rich need to pay more, laws do come out that penalizes the rich, but the rich never pay the taxes. Like they find loopholes where they could pay minimum taxes, and then like all the laws that were created by the middle class kind of like falls back onto them, and they end up paying more. That's what happens. Limpy plate. Bro, I'm gonna get a limpy plate and I'm gonna just staple it to your forehead. He's in Pakistan live in UK. That's what I'm gonna do. You cinnamon jack Chucks. Yeah. Chucks. Bro, like every time you wait, like every time you come in here, bro, it look like you done swallowed a whole bottle of ibuprofen. Oh my god, your glasses are literally sticking to your head. Oh shit. Cooked. He's cooked. Yo. It's a Muwe. Yo, we said Muwe would be a good taxi driver. Muwe is yo, I told you Muwe is a taxi driver. And then when he's not giving people rides around the city, he's out here killing roaches. Yo, he's killing roaches. He has like a big roach icon that he puts at the very top of his vehicle. So when he drives, all you see is a roach moving. He said, "What's new?" Yes, sir. Yo. See, saw that new picture of Mophead. Bro, have you seen the photo of what's his name? You seen the photo of Trevino doing a handstand on the treadmill? Oh my goodness. Twizzlies? Yo. You guys are funny. Oh. Yo, have you guys ever ate at a restaurant called, is it Mendo's? Is it Mendocino's? Mendocino Farms? Have you guys, do they got that in Texas? It's called Mendocino Farms. It's like this fire, it's like a really good like sandwich place. Then we have Chipotle. Yo, Chipotle, yo, I mess with Chipotle hard, dude. But yo, Chipotle be pissing me off too, bro. They be trying to skimp on portions at Chipotle, bro. I should be pissing me off. And like recently, bro, so I've been like super bold. Like I'm not very confrontational, but like lately I've been very confrontational and you need to be confrontational to get people to sit in their place, bro. At Chipotle, it's like another one, bro. You have to like fight for the proper amount. Bro, Chipotle be like, can I get like a chicken bowl? And they give you like a teaspoon of chicken. And they be like, no, bro, I need a little bit more. We're going to charge you. Yeah. I'm like, dude, what? You barely put any chicken in. I'm like, no, like, next time I go to Chipotle, bro, I might just have to like be confrontational, bro. I might go get the manager, bro. You don't put 2 pieces of chicken in my bowl, and then when I say put more in it, you're gonna say you're gonna charge me. They're worse than McDonald's with the sauces. Are they? Not the sauce. It's just with the meat. Like they're like super stingy, and sometimes with the rice. And it's like because they don't want to cook. Because if they over give you chicken, that means it's more work for them. So they need to take their fat ass to the back, and then they need to cut chicken and then bring it back to the line. And it's really just because they don't want to do it. They don't want to work. And like, bruh, you're getting paid to be here. Yeah, yo, quick story. When I was in college in Berkeley, I was low key gonna work at Chipotle because I wanted like free food. Cause that's all I ate was like Chipotle. It was just like rice and like chicken or steak. I was gonna work there just so I could get free food. But then it's like, damn, like I don't know, do I really want to work here? It's like it's hella packed. It's like the lines are always out the door. I ain't trying to cut chicken. I'm not trying to cut chicken, bro. And they charge three for 5 chips in the big ass bag, and I don't get the chips. Bait is Muwe. Hold up. They have 4 fast food joints, all the same thing. Bloody fried chicken. You said Chuck's always thinking about food. And they charge like $6 for the little thing of chocolate milk. It's like literally like 6 ounces of chocolate milk in there, and they want to charge like $5, bro. I think they sell beer at Chipotle too. Like I've never seen nobody buy a beer from Chipotle and just drink it with their burrito. Everything is expensive. Yeah, exactly my point. Everything is expensive, and then it's like they want to be skimping. That's the shit that kills me, bro. Bro, like I'm paying for this food and you want to skimp me. It's like they want to like draw as much money. They want to make as much money as possible. They literally make it hard on the customer. Especially in Europe, since we can't add stuff like Red 40. What? Why is stuff so expensive for you guys? They make products smaller but earn the same amount of money. Yeah, they do. That's what's killing me. It's like same thing with Nike. How the prices of Jordans go up every year. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the price of Jordans go up like $10 to $5 every year. That goes up, and they're putting out a bunch of bullshit because it's like. I stopped buying Jordans, dude, because I grew out of it, and then two, it was like, bro, like, this shit is getting more expensive every year, and the product, the quality of the leather is getting like, it feels like plastic, to be honest. It feels like plastic, and it's just starting to become, the quality of like the product is starting to like deteriorate. And then when they do make a solid shoe, I have to buy a cheap shoe. The one shoe that came out last year was the bread ones. And they were $250 because they use genuine leather. I'm like, bro, they use genuine leather and they charge $250. And I'm like, bro, that's literally like in the 90s, you guys used to use real leather all the time. And now it's like you guys went to like synthetic leather. And then you guys charge an arm and a leg for these shoes. Is it a bear with blade with wooden sandals? It's way too expensive to live. I have to buy cheap shoes. Yo, money ain't a problem for me. They say he wears wooden sandals like he's a samurai. Oh my goodness. It said Moo has sand between his toes. Yo, I'm gonna subscribe. Yo, appreciate it. Silly goober. Yeah, dude. It's way too it's way how you say it? This is why I think I told you guys, right? When I first moved here to Chicago, literally the first week, I seen a train robbery. Not even joking, bro. I was at a park doing pull-ups. I was like, and I think I was at a ghetto-ass park. Like, I was like by public housing or some shit like that. I didn't know any better, but I was at a park where it had a pull-up bar, so I just pulled up. But there was like this train that was getting robbed by like 10 black folks. Robbing a train, and I thought that shit was like so like wrong. I'm like, oh damn, they're robbing this train. But after living here in Chicago for like almost 2 years, I'm like, you know what? I should have been robbing that train too. The way that the government steals from the people here is absurd. I should have been part of that. I should have been in there, robbing that damn train. You're one of those kids? Yeah, I seen that. Wait, what? Lewis, ever seen that movie Children of the Corn? The movie, a bunch of evil redheads. That's why I be making masks and I need more paint. Now, $20 for one bottle of paint. What? For one paint bottle. No, I guess this train had like TVs, like had like luxury goods. Damn, hold on, I was gonna say some shit. Yo, did you guys know? I don't know if this is, I just seen this on social media. If you guys are silly as a bot. Yo, look. Did you guys know that you guys can buy products at Home Depot for a penny? You could buy big items at Home Depot for a penny. Some dude, I was watching it on social media, he's like a coupon shopper, and he goes to Home Depot, buys things for a penny, and sometimes the employees won't let him cash out. Like, so I guess the whole reason why these items are for a penny is like for their employees, right? So they're supposed to take them off the showroom floor and bring them in the back. And sometimes they don't do it and they leave it on the showroom floor. And then when people like who coupon shop go in there and try to buy everything, the employees try to stop them. So yeah, we can't give it to you because for a penny. I just seen that. Yeah, he said, "Well, the Home Depot workers to be so mad." Yeah, so I guess you seen the video too. I'm just a girl baking masks. How am I a bot? Like it's coming out their pocket. Exactly. You know what it is? Because they want to keep the item from themselves. That's what it is. They be some dude. The people who be buying stuff from Home Depot be getting some like really really good stuff, like big ass ACs for like a penny. And they're like $600. Bro, no, this is I'm trying to. This is the world we live in, dude. People are just selfish, bro. Bush or not, I have 43,000 and just 3 watches alone. Who is this kid? Who is this Lewis kid? It's like the watches you wear are Velcro. You have digital Velcro watches. What are you talking about? And your Velcro watches stink. They smell like sweat. Baddies be working at Home Depot. I've never seen a baddie at Home Depot. Yo, is this Dubai? Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Is this Dubai, chat? Is that Dubai or no? Yeah. That's pretty cool. So my uncle's a really high figure. You probably know him. No, I don't. Do not hear. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, I told you guys right how somebody like stole my identity and took out a loan for $81. Bro, they took out a loan for $81 using my name, right? And it dropped my credit score from like 790 to like 730 off an $80 loan. It was like, oh, because it's in like delinquency, like it's not paid for. So much has happened this month, bro. And this month alone is just like, it's enough to like make you relapse. Yeah. It's extremely strict. No, I won't go into Dubai. Why would I go to Dubai? You gotta wear a dress there. No, that's negative. I'm not. I would never go to Dubai and put the goofy napkin outfit on. No taxes in Dubai. Yeah. Yep. But anyways, chat. You'll be a panda with Dubai dress trucks. See, that you'll be a panda. You deserve more subs. Appreciate it. One bedroom, 15K a month. 15K a month. I'm good. To live in the desert is crazy. That's crazy work. To live in the desert, 15K a month is crazy. But if you're like a Muslim, you get to have like 1,000 wives. If you're a Muslim, you can have like 1,000 wives, and you could literally have like your girls and all her friends, and you can make them their wives. And then if your wives like give you some lip, you could literally tell them to shut up. You could tell them to shut up for I hate you or some shit like that. Edgar Torres gonna be a lawyer. Yo, I'm thinking about it. It's just like, if anything, I'm probably be like a tax lawyer, bro. I'm like, I need to finesse the finesser. I need to finesse the finesser, dude. Shut up. Though I've literally seen videos where Muslim guys, yo, it's like an actual video. I don't know if they're trolling or whatnot, but I think they're actually being for real. There was a video. No, I'd be a police officer. Hell no. I would never be a police officer in Chicago. Hell no. Hell no. Not in Chicago. And they get paid pennies, bro. They get paid like $60,000 a year. And then they get taxes taken out. Like, bro, you could go, you know what you can go do, bro. All the way. If you don't really do 100%, go to a real school for it. Not what? And no, I would never go online. And if the school I just I just put in my application for this chapter 31 for like the military, like a military program. 60K is not good, bro. That is not good. 70K is not good at all, bro. Like maybe if you don't have to pay taxes and you're bringing 70K home a year, you're bringing it home, like you're not paying any taxes, but it's not taxes are gonna they're gonna tax it, bro. And I was looking at like high profile jobs, like lawyers and like doctors and things like that, and just jobs ain't paying, bro. They literally want you to work like a slave so they could give you pennies. It's weird, dude. Like I don't think you could live like a moderate luxurious life and be punching a clock. You have to do some like, I'm not saying like some off the wall things, but you have to be really, really successful in whatever you do. There's just no way. I can't see it, dude. Bro, 65% of Americans don't make 50K a year. Beats being on the bench. Like, I don't know, bro. Maybe like 800K. If you could bring 800K, because like the government, this is what happens when you make so much money. The government tax. I don't think you guys understand. Like the more money you make, the more the government is gonna take. So if you make like $800,000, you're in a different tax bracket. The government is gonna take half of that, and that's what like you get like the Democrats versus like the Republicans, right? You might start off Democrat. If you're broke, you're probably a Democrat. But like the older you get and the more money you start to make, you slowly start to turn to like a Republican, right? Because you're like, bro, like I'm making all this money and then it's like it's being taken from me. It's like, so you're working like a dog and then the government like is taking half of it. That's the BS right there, right? So this is why like people turn Republican, and rich people usually find like they hire like tax attorneys so they could like have like offshore accounts, aggressive tax laws that favor them so they could pay minimum taxes. The band, what music taste do you like? Bro, I've been listening to Christian music a lot of Christian music, to be honest. So you're gonna have to hire a tax attorney to do your taxes and find like loopholes in the system. That's what all the billionaires do. If you have like real money, you have to hire an accountant, a tax lawyer, and what else? Well, I think it might be somebody else. But if you have an accountant and a tax attorney, and to say like you're in business, you can make a lot of money. Because all the money that you make, you're gonna pocket, and you're gonna pay very minimum taxes. And that's the quickest way to get rich. The quickest way to get rich is to find loopholes where you don't have to pay a lot of taxes. You look who I found, well, handsome. I don't remember you. Buying fur on what? They sometimes sell real animal tails. What? Real animal tails. Is that 350 plus? No, I didn't. And you definitely will remember me. Handsome, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, handsome. I don't know who you are. Your Instagram message, clown. I haven't been on social media. Well, I have, but I just haven't looked at my messages. The Chinese 350 girl. Oh, that ugly girl? That girl's horrendous, dude. She looks terrible. Beat up. Terrible. But anyways, yeah, dude, yo, does anybody in here like speed, ISO speed? Bro, I don't know, dude. That dude, oh God, he gets on my nerves for some reason. I feel like a lot of his stuff he does is like corny. It's like he's really just doing it for the camera. That I think that's what bothers me. Maybe if I was 16, he's crazy. Now I feel like a lot of stuff he does, he's literally like a slave to like the masses. That's what he looks like. KISB, Logan Paul, all them cornball shit, bro. They be doing so much corny shit, bro, and it like, and people are just, I don't know, people just love corny people. And when I see Speed, yo, when I see people like him, I really see like a gesture. Is that how you say it? Like a jester, like a clown, somebody who like pleases the king. Like it's a lot of goofball stuff, bro. That's a lot with streamers. So I can never be a streamer, bro. It's like you have to become a clown, a straight up goofball on here, like doing skits and stuff like that. Oh man, Jake Paul is cool though, bro. They say Jake Paul is a crook. They say he be scamming his fans. They say he scammed his fan with the the Gorilla Zoo or some shit like that. He had like an app called Zoo Culture or something like that. And he scammed, it was like a lawsuit or something like that. Plus he boxes. I had to call my uncle. Plus he does YouTube. Jake Paul is cool though, but I'm back now. I don't mess with. I'm not jacking none of them. They're all a bunch of goofballs, dude. They're on, but bro, you're on WWE, bro. That is corny, bro. Like, and if that's you, like if you're genuine, if that's who you are, then that's who you are. Like, stand on it. But bro, you want WWE? How to make a cornball music video? That wasn't a music video. That was that dude. Literally, I made that when I was just like starting off on YouTube. I was just messing around. Don't mess with Uncle Palmer. How do you put on a live stream? You just go on YouTube Live. I saw you go on YouTube Live and you come on here and you talk to a bunch of clowns. Bro, it's that corny. I laugh so hard. Okay. Yes, so do I. Like I said, I was just messing around. Got a good laugh though. Yeah, pretty. You're welcome. You're welcome for that good laugh. I should charge you. I should charge you for that laugh. I should charge you. Reach requirements. Thank you. I tried, but it says I haven't reached requirements. Yo, how much do you think you guys make if you were to do OnlyFans? I see a lot of these OnlyFans girls making like a lot of money. How much you think if you were to make an OnlyFans today? How much you think would you make? Because they were saying like 1,000 views is like 40 cents. Yo, you get 1,000 views, you get 40 cents. Dude, $0? You say, hell no, I wouldn't do it. Bro, 40 cents, 1,000 views. Yo, you know what's funny? You know what's funny, bro? So, you know, there's people that they audition for like porn scenes in like Miami, like for brands like Brazzer or like Reality King. There's guys who like try to audition for like porn scenes, and it's weird because like when I was looking at the application, you have to tell them how big your package is and what type of body you have or something like that, and to see if you get like picked for like the role. And they were just saying there was like people who in the industry like man, don't do it. You're just that they're gonna pay you like $40 for this scene. They're gonna pay you $40 for this scene, and they're never gonna like call you back. Y'all like, dude. And it's like, why would you audition for that when you could just do like OnlyFans or something like that if you really wanted to do that, or like Pornhub or something like that. That's if you're like following the world, if you're into that stuff. But now it's like I look at that stuff, I just start laughing. I'm like, dude, this is crazy, dude. $40, dude. That's I was listening. I was listening to like the testimony of like somebody who's in the industry. They paid him $40, and they kicked him out. And it's like, I guess when you do them scenes, you have to perform. Like you have to like performance. Like you can't like have like a 2-minute skit. Like you have to perform on cue. And it's like, yo, it's like really hard to be like I guess like a porn star if you're a guy. Cause what I was hearing is like, bro, like you have to do it 3 times a day, and you have to be ready at all times, and you have to perform. And it's like, bro, that's not realistic, dog. Like like the sounding, this hearing that, I was like, bro, you're gonna have to for sure take drugs. There's just no way, bro. Like, so I need to go. Do you hate on Furies? What is that? But yeah, dude. But that's what I was hearing. The intel I was getting, I'm like, dude, that's insane. $40, bro, and they kick you out. It's almost like you guys ever seen the casting couch for like women? Like there's a bunch of like women try out for casting couch roles. Like there's a world and there's a community with everything. I don't need none of that. Just borrow it from uncle. Bro, there's a casting couch. It's on YouTube. Go to casting couch. And there's like really ugly women that go on there. And there's like, oh, they're trying to be like porn stars. And the guy, I guess the guy behind the camera was like, bro, he literally tells these girls like, hey, you're literally too ugly to be a porn star. And he tells I kid you not, you can look it up on, you go like YouTube casting couch making fun of women. And he literally tells like, hey, you're too ugly. No, I would never do that. Search up, bro, I'm not searching up your goofy ass uncle. I wouldn't do that for no amount of money. Like I'm not selling I don't chase money. That's the thing. I don't chase money at all, dude. Oculus, founder of Oculus. Goofy ass uncle. Goofy ass uncle. 7-3, okay, bro, Lewis. No, your uncle is built like the penguin of Batman. Like nobody cares about your uncle, fam. Yo, Lewis, I couldn't agree more. Yo, Lewis, nobody cares about your uncle, dude. Like why do you keep professing your uncle to the chat? He's built like a penguin. No, he's built like the penguin off Batman. Anyways, you know what's funny? Somebody, who was it? They said Torino said guys on OnlyFans make $0. You know, if you Google this, especially his hairline, if you Google how much money men make off OnlyFans, they're literally, Google gives you so little information. It's kind of like ridiculous. But if you search up how much money do women make on OnlyFans, Google gives you a whole like plethora of information on how to make a lot of money on OnlyFans. It says Sophie May makes $200K a month. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's a risky business, bro. You're literally selling your soul for $200K a month, and then like you're literally on the internet, and that's how you want people to see you. Because at some point, bro, you're gonna stop doing OnlyFans. At some point in your life, like you're not gonna do only, and then at some point you're gonna die, and you're gonna stand before a righteous God, right? It's risking. She's red hair or something? Is she red? No. 20K a month is crazy money. But what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's a lot of money, but it's like, bro, you could never like you're gonna pay for everything you do in this world. You're gonna pay for. Just like who's the porn star that has a kid with the, what's her name? Hold up, her name. She had a baby with like Blake Griffin. She's a porn star. What's her name? She has like pretty eyes. Anyway, she was a well-known porn star. She had a baby, and now her baby's getting bullied in school because of her sinful desire. Like your kids are gonna pay for what you did, if that makes sense. What's up, Caleb? All bills included, bro. I might just have to go live in Texas for sure, bro. What's that girl that had the porn star that had the baby with Blake Griffin? She's like a really pretty porn star. Like I said, the moral of the story, the moral, I gave my life to Jesus. Appreciate it. It's good, man. The moral of the story, God says in the Bible that your kids are gonna pay for your sins, and that's just like a clear example of like if you do porn, all right, when you have kids and they go to a public school, your kids are gonna get bullied because of what you did, especially if like you're the mom doing porn. They're, oh yeah. Hey, I just watched her mom last night, bro. Like kids are evil, especially like if you go to public school. Kids are evil. Anyways, child. I need to find out how to make this money. That's what I need. I need to find out how to get this bread. So there's just no point, because if that website ever shuts down, then nobody is employing you. Well, you'll have the name, you'll have the recognition. Everybody will know your face. But it's like, that's not the publicity you want, bro. You don't want to be known for sucking a rod, like sucking the pickle. Like you don't want to be known for that. Not ever. It's like it's a lot of shame and humiliation that goes with that. The past will follow. Yeah, Satan will try to use your past against you. I gotta get this bread, child. Cause like I can't live here no more, Chicago, bro. They're stealing from me. They're stealing from me, child. They're literally stealing. But leave these things, you are a pope. What are you talking about? Yo, you know what's full of ass and booty cheeks, bro? I literally had to get off it because I was just seeing nothing but like coochie on there. Snapchat. I think Snapchat was created for like sexting. I really think so. Whoever created Snapchat created it for the purpose of like sending dick pics to each other. And like, I swear, I kid you, Snapchat is like, I don't know, it's like, how would you say it? It's really just for sexting. I swear, I think it is. And I would try to leave Chicago before MK comes to town. Why do you think it has live location and disappearing messages? Was Jordan not a Christian? So I had to get off Snapchat, bro. SK came out my junior year in high school. Like, yeah, so it used to be fun to be on Snapchat, but it's like, bro, like, all the ads that I get on Snapchat are like dating apps and like a bunch of ass and titties and girls promoting their OnlyFans. Girls literally scamming people on Snapchat. Like, I had to get off it, man. Like I said, bro. It's nothing but ass and titties and girls that are trying to scam you on there. TikToks, I don't do it. I have TikTok, and the whole reason I got TikTok was because It was like like really easy to get publicity on there. TikTok is TikTok. How you say it, man? TikTok wants you to be on there 24/7 to gain any type of recognition, bro. And then it's like the moment you stop going on TikTok, they like penalize you, and you'll see it like in like your views. Who is this dude? Who is this goofy boy in here? Yo, TikTok. Oh, so you know what? This is what TikTok is. Like it says, remember like in the early 2000s, and if you're older, you know what I'm talking about. In the early 2000s, when you used to stay up at nighttime, midnight, like on weekends, you would have people like trying to sell you things on TV. Like if you buy right now, you could get a second one for a discounted rate. TikTok's the same shit, bro. TikTok is nothing but people trying to sell you shit. Late night commercials. They're trying, and it's like TikTok doesn't pay you. If you get paid on TikTok, they take half of it. And because TikTok is made by, I think it's China, there's a lot of censoring going on, dude. Like I remember I was doing a TikTok live and my shit I was literally banned for like 2 weeks because I was playing a UFC fight. And my shit got banned for 2 weeks. Which I don't think you should be doing it because of copyright, obviously. But damn, 2 weeks. And if you say certain like curse words on there, you get banned. TikTok is goofy, bro. A lot of bad things, so I must be doing something right. TikTok used to have a lot of TikTok used to have a lot of baddies on there. But now it's just like, nigga, like every time I get on TikTok, like people trying to sell me some dumb shit. Now, like TikTok, if you go on TikTok now, like live right now, bro, it's a bunch of people trying to do debates. Debating whether God is real, Satan is real. It's like, bro, like I don't want anything to do with this damn platform. Edgar get a PS4. Bro, I have a PS4, but my shit just expired. I'm not paying for that shit, dude. Because I don't be on the PlayStation no more, dude. I don't got time for that shit. I'm not getting paid to be on PlayStation all day. Just literally staring at a blank TV all day. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Warzone is free. Bro, I'm about to... I can't play Call of Duty no more, bro. Call of Duty, literally, if you... Yo, how do I say this, bro? Call of Duty takes so much space on your console, bro. It's ridiculous. You have to damn near get like 2 hard drives. Bro, even the mobile app, the mobile Call of Duty, like you could play on your phone, takes out like 30 gigabytes of like space on the phone. I'm like, bro, for what? Like you need a lot of memory to play Call of Duty, bro. Like one game, if you like, this happened to me. I had the PS4, which I still have. I downloaded one Call of Duty game, and I literally could not play any other game without deleting the Call of Duty game. That's how much space it takes up on the computer. Or not computer, it takes up on the console. Like you need to have a shit ton of memory to have like multiple games. Which is weird. That's why when the PS3 came out, I like the PS3 so much, bro. And it's like the shit is like you have to like download the game now. And it takes like a full day to download the game, which is corny, bro. Like the moment if I buy a new console and a new game, I'm trying to play the game that day. I'm not trying to wait till tomorrow to play it, bro. Like what is up with that? It's like every game. The PS3, bro, you could just literally plug and play, and you didn't need to have like you didn't have to pay for a Plus membership. You could just, if you had internet at home, you could play online. Now it's like you have to wait for the shit to download, and it's like super slow, and then you have to pay for like the monthly membership, which is like $80 now. $80 now to play online when it used to be free. Bro, like, I'm telling you, bro, this world, bro, you need to have money, bro. Like, why am I paying for the membership? Like, I'm only paying for the membership so I can play online. I don't want none of these bullshit ass games that you're trying to like get me to download, because every month they give you like these free games to download, and it's like the games that they get you to download is trash. Like, I don't want none of those games, bro. $80 online is a big exactly. Why am I paying $80 to play online? That's like a full gym membership. That's more than a gym membership. Online, bro, I'm not on this shit every day. It's a scam. Actually, it's not $80. It's not $80 a month. It's like $80 a year or some shit like that. Dude, that's literally more than a Costco membership. I think that is a Costco membership every year. You have to pay like $80, bro. And it's like, bro, like unless I'm on here, I'm like a YouTuber and I'm like making gaming content, I'm not paying for this shit, dude. Why am I paying to play online when I already have internet? That's why I always say that the PS3 was the best game console ever to grace this earth, bro. Because you didn't have to pay for none of that shit. You didn't have to pay for the membership. You don't have to pay, and then you didn't have to wait for shit to download. You could just go, like, the best console ever, bro. Also, Netflix, some movies are locked, and I pay. What? That's... Bro, have you guys been watching the UFC? How am I paying? Hold up, bro. I gotta scratch my head, bro. Because this world, bro, is going to hell. This world is going to hell, bro. The UFC Paramount stuff, right? You know how the UFC's on Paramount now? Tell me why I'm watching a live event and I'm watching a commercial at the same time. I'm watching the live event and a commercial at the same time. Yo. And how is it that you have to pay extra for a streaming service? If you have say Peacock, right? You could pay like 10, however much. I have Peacock, but however much it is, like a month, you could get the ad-free version. It's weird, man. It's like they're double dipping. It's like, well, you get this one, and it's like, damn, it's like I'm paying for this shit, but at the same time, I feel like I'm watching TV in the early 2000s because I'm watching what I want to watch, but I'm also watching the commercial at the same time. And it's like it defeats the whole purpose of having, I feel like, a streaming service. I feel like it defeats the purpose. It's like, bro, I pay for the service. I'm trying to watch this movie ad free. Why the hell is there ads in my shit? And it's just the whole point. It's just they're trying to make more money off of you. Like because they're making money with the cheap version, because these ads are paying these companies to put ads on their shit. So they're making money off that, and they're making money off you. But if you want the ad-free one, you have to pay them like a couple dollars more. And it's like, basically, it's like the shit that used to be the more premium subscription that used to be the regular subscription, for the same shit you're paying more for. Spotify is a pretty solid streaming service because there's no commercials. Like I said, the Paramount shit, bro, you pay money and still get commercials. Once you pay the extra, you still have some type of pop-up. I bought a PS3 from Kratos. Yeah, Spotify is a solid app. But the Paramount shit, bro, I'm watching a UFC fight and I'm watching a commercial at the same time. It's like a split screen. You're watching a live fight and you're watching a commercial at the same time. So I have Amazon Prime too. Tell me why you have Amazon and then you can have the Prime, right? So I have Amazon Prime. This is like the video shit. And for like really good videos, you have to pay like extra, like $7 to unlock. I'm like, this shit's a scam, bro. That's why I wanted Amazon Prime. Like, you need the Amazon Prime. If you want to watch that movie, you got to pay $7 for it. Like, what's the point of me having Amazon Prime if I can't watch none of the good stuff? Bro, I'm telling you, this world is corrupt. It is corrupt. And the older I get, the wiser I get, the more I'm becoming more like, what's the word? Bitter. I'm just becoming bitter, bro. The older and wiser I get, it's like the more bitter you become with the world. Because then you really start to see the world for what it is. That's what it is. And that's why when people get old, people that like, they're like really bitter. And I get it now. I get it. Before I was thinking that, why you all that so bitter? It's like, I get it now. Because the world is like very deceiving. And they try to trick you and scam you out your monies. The same thing with casinos, bro. Casinos literally kick you out. The moment you start winning in a casino, they cash you out and they ban you from the casino. It's like, that shit is why. Like, that shit, yo, casinos need to be shut down. Straight up, bro. That's like a highway robbery. Get off my lawn, bro. I'm already telling people. Like, I've seen so many videos when people start winning in a casino, they literally kick you out. But it's crazy because the moment you start losing your house, you start betting your house, they'll let you keep playing. Bro, you could like sell your kids and they'll let you keep playing. But the moment you start winning and taking money from the casino, they ban you. It's a real thing in Vegas. They kick you out the casino the moment you start winning money. Like, what? It's rigged. That shit is rigged, bro. That shit is rigged. I don't see how people don't see this shit. And why are you still going to the casino? They're stealing money from you, bro. This is like, you ever go to like a new city and you see all the tourists like getting scammed, playing like the what's like the red dot game or some shit? This shit is rigged, bro. This shit, why would you, same thing with the lottery, bro. I didn't see people win money and then like the government doesn't want to pay them. Like, there was a story in Chicago. Some dude won like $800, and the government didn't want to pay him the money. So he had to call the news station, and the news station like pretty much gave him like bad publicity, and they gave like the government gave him the money the next day. And it's a scam too, because the government, if you owe money to the government will hold your lottery tickets winnings, and he'll pay. Basically, if you owe me money and you win some money off the government's like, well, you owe me money, so this money that you won, I appreciate it. I appreciate you winning this money, and you can pay me back now. And they'll literally garnish whatever you won, and they'll give you like the remaining money. That's how the system works, bro. It's a dog world. It is a dog world. So I'm saying, I don't know how people are sowing best interest has 1% chance of lotto, even if they tax million. That's not. And it's like, bro, if you win like $1 billion tomorrow, credit card companies, interest rates, yes, bro, it's all about scamming people. This is why I keep telling you guys, like, you have to use your brain. Like, you need to be really educated, and you need to like pretty much legally finesse the system. So you have to educate yourself, and if you're not educated, the system's gonna legally finesse you. But no, was gonna say some shit. I forgot. What I was gonna say. Car loans, mortgage rates. America cooks us all. Yeah, that's true, bro. And I was like, we're all getting cooked every paycheck. Every paycheck getting cooked. Every paycheck. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Nah, but this world is going to hell. This world is not it, man. This world is not it. Like I said, the older I get, the wiser I'm becoming, and like the more bitter I'm becoming. Cause like it's like almost like you're being cursed with knowledge. And it's like you really see, like I said, you really see the world for what it is, and it's like the world is not fair at all. It's not fair, and you have to like constantly fight for everything. You have to constantly fight for everything because the world is constantly trying to take advantage of you. Right? And this is where I said, like, I wish the United States was way more like, I don't like say like unionized, but almost like I wish people with more I wish people like citizens, like Americans would move more as like a unit. So, because the people have the power to overthrow governments and whatnot, but the people don't move as like a single kinetic chain. Everybody's for themselves. Everybody's selfish. It's all about me, 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 me. Yeah, so that place that's dormant, so it's like a place um um what was the I know you're talking about. It's like all the prophets that died in the New Testament go to a place of like peace and relaxation until Christ returns. And then when Christ returns, he shuts the door. And then it's like it's too late. So Christ comes and brings you what Christ does. So this is what Christ does, man. So if you read the Old Testament, remember how Moses built the tabernacle, and there was like 3 parts of the tabernacle. And like the 3rd part of the tabernacle was for people who are super holy. Only people who are the holies of holies could approach God without dying, right? So people that have said the holies of holies, like Moses, he can approach God face to face without dying, right? So that's what Jesus does. Because Jesus died for you, he brings you to the Father. And because Jesus is with you, you won't die. Because you can't approach God by your lonely. Like you have to have somebody like with you. And that person that's with you is Jesus. He brings you to the Father. That's why he says nobody gets to the Father except before me. So that's why you need Jesus. If you want to meet God the Father, you need Jesus in your life. Because only he could bring you to the Father. That's what that means. Christians into heaven without dying. Jesus brings you to the Father. Even just like in the Old Testament, when Moses would go to the tabernacle, to the holies of holies, the place, he can go there because he was the holy of holy. He can approach God without dying. And if you approach God without caution, you would die in the Old Testament. So you had to be very, very careful how you approach God because he is so holy that if you approach him wrong, you die. That's why when Moses was talking to the bush, the flaming bush, God said, hey, don't step on this ground because the ground, around me is holy. And if you step on this ground, you're going to die. Cook you doesn't matter. We said what? Go into the room with a dark covenant. God the Father is so holy. His holiness will cook you. It doesn't matter how good you live your life. Yes, that's why you need Jesus. Only Jesus can bring you to the Father. That's why that literally says that nobody gets to the Father except before me. Only Jesus can go to the Father. And if you have Jesus in your life, Jesus is the one that brings you to the Father. Basically, like the Old Testament. That's why you need to read the Old Testament, man. So you need to read the Old Testament so that you can make sense of the New Testament. Like I keep saying, there's a lot of people who just wants to read the New Testament, and it's like a lot of like the Bible is the wisdom of God, the wisdom of the Almighty God. So all steam stems down to Holy Spirit. So without the Holy Spirit, you just lost, can't even find Jesus. Yes, without the Holy Spirit, you're literally walking in darkness. You can't find what you're looking for in darkness, right? So that's why if when you come to Jesus, you literally become a lamp to other people who are lost. Because Jesus' Old Testament is outlaw. It's not so this outlaw has God fulfilled the Old Testament, but God doesn't change. That's the thing. People forget God doesn't change. He is the same God he was in the Old Testament. He's the same God in the New Testament. God doesn't change. He says that. So you get to see how God is in the New Old Testament before he touches earth, how he interacts with his people, and you get to see how he's a merciful God, and he's a God that is more like a friend, if anything. God actually doesn't change. What? He doesn't change. See, this is where you need to read your Bible. God literally says that I do not change. Naming himself as a human. We're talking about who he is as a person. Who he is, his character, how he behaves. He doesn't change. He's the same person. You're talking about like physically, flesh and blood, God changed, made him himself. Bro, so here we go. God is spirit. God does not change like who he is as a person. You're talking more of like, I'm talking about how he behaves, how he acts. He doesn't change. What are you talking about? It says this, no, God alone is some guy on the throne. God isn't some guy on a throne. Yeah, he is. God is a guy on the throne. And if you read Ezekiel or the book of Daniel, you will find out God is a person who sits on the throne. You're a clown. It literally says this in Revelation too. There's somebody sitting on the throne. And there's a bunch of angels around him that say, holy, holy, holy. What are you talking about? Bro, you need to go read and stop coming in here trying to educate people on something that you have never even read before. Like, how long does it take to read the Bible? How long does it take to read the Bible? Let me hear the answer. You probably don't know because you never read the Bible. He said God is a spirit. There's no time frame. You sarcastic, not supposed to read it. There's a time frame. There's a time frame, you goofy. It takes about a year and a half to read the Bible. Like, what are you talking about? I understand you never read it. All you do is smoke blunts and you put blunts in the Bible. That's what you do. You literally take cigarette buds and you put them in the Bible. That's what you do because you are a dog. You are a sick dog. That's what you do. You are 100% not supposed to read it from start to finish. Says who? Says who? Is this not the word of God? You're a clown, bro. Like, hold on, I gotta kick this dude. This dude he's contaminating the waters. This dude is so deceived. Satan has deceived this dude, bro. Like the son of Satan. The son of Satan. Don't listen to him. You don't know. This is God's word. So what is true? What is true is what I'm saying. Because I read the Bible every morning. And I already read the Bible and I continue to read it. Muwe and Amuwe. Trevino has never read the Bible. He literally has like a makeshift Bible. Doesn't even have the real Bible. He has like a makeshift Bible that he probably found in the backpack of a homeless person. Trevino does listen to Satan. Bro, if you don't have God's spirit, the unclean spirit is dwelling inside you. I don't know, you guys probably didn't know that, but that is true. It says so in the Bible. You agree with my point about the dormant place that 50% of Christians have no clue about. Yes, I know what you're talking about, because in the book of Luke, is it the book of Luke? When they talk about the poor man, I think it was Lazarus. The poor man comes to, I think it was like Lazarus, and Lazarus was rich on earth and didn't help the poor man. And then when they both died, the poor man was in this place of like relaxation, and Lazarus was in purgatory. I think they call it purgatory. So like all the prophets, like I said, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wait, scroll up. Edgar agreed with multiple points I made. No, I didn't. The only thing I agree with is what you just said. That you don't know what you're talking about. You're supposed to read the Bible from front to back. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, all the prophecies are in the Old Testament, you goofball. All the prophecies are in the Old Testament. What you mean you're not supposed to read the Old Testament? This dude's a clown. Let me see the question. Do y'all introduce yourself as spiritual, not religious? So it's supposed to be both. Like, some people would say, I'm not religious. All you need is a relationship with God. And then some people is like, oh, no, you're like religious because you're following God. I don't know, dude. It's like, that's when like the water gets like muddied, right? Some people believe you don't need to be like religious. You don't need to follow like religion. And then some people believe that following Christ is religious. No more blood sacrifices, no more old rules. A lot of people say spiritual. Yeah, they say you need to have a relationship with God. That's what they say. They say the only thing you need is to have a relationship with God. Not a lot. Jesus was the Lamb. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, Jesus was the Lamb. Yes. There's still rules in the Old Testament that you have to follow, like rules that God says, love your God with all your heart, and then love your neighbor as you love thyself. These are all rules in the Old Testament. Things that God hates. God hates quick feet that rush to sinful action. God hates haughty eyes. Things like this is all in the Old Testament. And you're going to say, oh, it's because Jesus came. I don't have to follow that. I don't have to like love my God with all my heart. I don't have to love my neighbor as I love myself. Like, these are all in the Old Testament. What are you talking about? Before Jesus even graces the earth. These rules still apply. Like, what are you talking about? That's like, what you're saying is true, but this is like very partial. That's not like the full story. Jesus was the final lamb. Yeah, there's no more blood sacrifices, but there's still rules in the Old Testament that you have to follow, right? And there's like I could put it's a verse. There's like things that God hates, and just because Jesus came to fulfill this, because Jesus fulfilled all these laws, so now we could just live our life willy and nilly. I could still do pornography because Jesus died for me. Like, no, you have to turn away from your sin. You have to follow Christ. Nobody's arguing that Jesus wasn't the final lamb. Nobody's arguing that. Bro, if you ever read the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament, Ezekiel was a prophet, and he literally seen God on a throne. And the way he describes God is like he's made of like metal. He looks like, they say, like his arms and feet are like shiny furnished brass. His eyes are like lightning. He sits on like a throne that's made of like fancy stones or something like that. And then when Daniel, in the book of Daniel, he says like the same thing. When he sees God on the throne. It's like the same thing. It's like it talks about the skin looking like bronze, like furnished bronze, like a glorified state of God. And that's binding after Jesus because he fulfilled the laws and a new covenant that replaced the ceremony of civil requirement to ancient Israel. So yes, this is true. He fulfilled the old covenant because we couldn't fulfill it because we weren't perfect. So Jesus has to come and play perfect man on behalf of us because we can't fulfill it. Right? And then because Jesus fulfilled it, now we could follow Jesus, but there's still laws that you have to follow. There's still things that God finds detestable. Like in the Old Testament, God talks about a guy that wears female clothing as an abomination to God. That rule still applies. It's in the, you know what I mean? It's in the New Testament. God finds that abomination. Finds that an abomination. Doing witchcraft. You should not be doing witchcraft, which is in the Old Testament. Sorcery, divination. That's all. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Those are all like stuff in the Old Testament that you still have to follow. God does not want you doing that. It says, while the Bible and other texts describe the throne of God in heaven as representing his supreme reign, not a requirement for rest of a physical seat. While the Bible and other texts describe the throne of God in heaven as a supreme reign and not a requirement for rest or physical seat. What? I don't know what you're saying. They describe God. They seen God, a man on a throne, which is God. And if you go to the Old Testament, you see they talk about the same. I think it's in the book of Revelation. They see a man on the throne, whose face is radiant like the sun, and there's angels around him saying, "Holy, holy." What else, man? Yeah. What I've been told is God doesn't have a physical form. He does have a physical form. He's in heaven in a glorified body. Not like Zeus. Let's talk about your haircut. Nothing wrong with the haircut, fam. I just don't have no product in it. That's it. I have a hat on. But what you need to do, you need to read the Bible for yourself and distinguish for yourself instead of listening to other people. Because these other people are gonna lead you astray. These people can't save you. You need to have a relationship with Christ or the wig shop. That's what you need. That's what you need. Or your Muslim beard. Yo. You're a clown, dude. Straight up clown. Straight up clown, bro. Oh, the shoe rack in the kitchen. The shoe rack's still in the kitchen. It's still in the kitchen. Ugh. Shoe rack still in the kitchen. Fam. What are you doing for the weekend, Lippy, bro? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Here it is, in the book of Proverbs. Things that God hates. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deceives, devises wicked schemes, feet quick to rush into evil, false witness, and anyone who stirs up conflict in the community. This is in the book of Proverbs, which is in the Old Testament. So you're saying, because Jesus came, we don't have to follow that. He no longer hates these things. That's what you're saying. Do you know what haughty eyes is? Do you know what haughty eyes is? What verse? It's the book of Proverbs 6:16 through 19. Things that God hates. Do you know what haughty eyes is, bro? That's not my argument. Yeah, it was, because you were saying because Jesus came and fulfilled the Old Testament. Now we no longer have to believe the Old Testament. And I was like, well, that's what I was saying. No, there's things that are still in here that you need to abide by. That's what you said, goofy boy. Hold up, but anyway, let me pull the verse where it says in the book of Ezekiel describes seeing God on the throne. Never said that Jesus, what? Bro, anyways. Remember the IG post woman I sent you to church? I get the Sumerian woman. I don't see what case you're trying to build with that verse. I don't know why you keep posting it. What is your point? God doesn't have a physical form. So God doesn't have a physical form is what you're saying. Oh, here we go. This dude, he's just spamming the chat. So if God doesn't have a physical form, then who is Jesus? Who is Jesus if God doesn't have a physical form? If God doesn't have a physical form, then who is Jesus? Ah, yeah, God is ass. Got him. So God does have a physical form. Is Jesus not God? Oh, I cooked him. He got cooked, chat. He got cooked. Yeah, Jesus is part of God, right? So Jesus has a physical form. Jesus has a physical form. And God, the Father who is in heaven, is a spirit, right? So God does have a physical form. You got cooked by your own logic. You got cooked. You got cooked. This kid's a clown. I'm gonna break it down for you because I feel like everything. Jesus is God, and Jesus has a physical form while he's on earth, but he's referring to the Father in heaven who is spirit, right? who is omnipresent, who is everywhere at once, who knows all things. You keep spamming the same thing. Jesus does have a body, because after he was crucified, he resurrected in a glorified, immortal body. So what are you talking about? Didn't Jesus, when he was resurrected from the dead, tell people to touch his flesh and bones? Didn't he say that? It was a body designed for eternity, incapable of further suffering or death. So Jesus has a glorified body because he's God. He has a glorified body in heaven. Now you're missing it. No, you're missing the point. I don't think you understand that verse. After Jesus resurrects from the dead, he has a glorified, immortal body. Like what are you not getting? Like you can no longer damage the body he has when he's resurrected. The body that he has is designed for eternity, incapable of further suffering or death. He appeared and disappeared at will and passed through locked doors, indicating a new spiritual dimension to his humanity. Oh, this kid's a clown. So I think you meant to say a spiritual body. Three gods in one. This kid, bro. Is he one spirit, three beings, the Trinity? This kid, he's been smoking too many cigarette butts. He's been chewing on cigarette butts lately, I can tell. He's been chewing on cigarette butts. He finds cigarette butts at public gas stations, picks up the cigarette butts and chews on them. It's okay. I understand. You know very little, and you're not gonna understand because you don't have God's spirit, and because you don't have God's spirit, you just won't understand. With Jesus, bro. You literally stuck a blunt in the Bible. You literally stuck a blunt in the Bible for views. What are you talking about? You know nothing about the Bible. You only know what other people say about the Bible. And you come on here thinking you know things and you don't. It's what you call a man in his folly. Let me pull it up. He's gonna pull it up. I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna just read. Ooh. He says, chat, he says God doesn't sit on a throne. It's not a man sitting on a throne. That's what he said. God doesn't sit on a throne. Hey, Trevino said God doesn't sit on a throne, chat. He said God doesn't sit on a throne. He said God doesn't sit on a throne. I don't know. He must be reading a Jehovah's Witness Bible or something, a Mormon's Bible. He said God doesn't sit on the throne. He must be a Mormon. Oh, here it is. I found the verse. So here, I'm gonna just read it to you. He says, now above the expanse that was over their heads was something resembling a throne. It appeared like it was made out of sapphire. And seated on that which looked like a throne high up was a figure with the appearance of a man. What, you guys see that? The appearance of a man. Now upward from that, which appeared to be his waist, I saw something like glowing metal that looked like it was filled with fire all around it. And downward from that, which appeared to be his waist, I saw something like fire. And there was a brightness and remarkable radiance, like a halo around him, has the appearance of the rainbow in the clouds on a rainy day. So was the appearance of the surrounding radiance. There was the appearance of the likeness of the glory and brilliance of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell face downward and heard a voice of one speaking. Oh, so there is a throne. And God does have a spiritual body. Trevino thinks God is just a ghost, just wailing in the wind. Oh my God. God thinks that Jesus is just a ghost that's flying, like he's in Mario Kart. He's a clown, and he's just, even when you correct him, he still thinks he's right. Like you're laughing at yourself for how ignorant you are, because the next book over in the book of Daniel says the same thing, and then in the book of Revelation it says the same thing. It's all man on a throne. So what are you not getting? I understand that you don't read, and all you do is just smoke spice blunts and do hit and runs in Dallas, Texas. But this is what it is. This is what we do. This is what we do around here. We read and we read. That's what we do around here. He says something like a throne. This kid he's so lost. He said God doesn't sit on a throne. It says something like a throne. He's describing what he's seen. What are you talking about? Verse says something like, okay, what does he, break it down. What does he mean? When he sees something like a throne, when he's talking about it was made of sapphire. So what's a throne? When somebody says, I see something that looks like a throne, what does that mean? What does that mean? Explain to the whole chat. What does that mean? When Ezekiel says, I see a man and I see something like a throne. When I say, hey, I see something that looks like a car over there, am I talking about a copy machine? Like, what are we doing here? This kid is retarded. He's actually retarded. Oh my gosh. This kid, look, all right, chat, you know, this is how stupid he is. It says, now above the expanse there was, over their head, there was something resembling a throne. It appeared like it was made out of sapphire. And seated on that which looked like a throne high up was a figure with the appearance of a man. What are you not getting? This kid is retarded. This kid is actually retarded. He keeps spamming the chat. Hey, Muwe, this kid is retarded. You have to stay away from people like this. Again, it says, now above the expanse was over their head was something resembling a throne. It appeared like it was made out of sapphire. And seated on that which looked like a throne, seated. High up was a figure with the appearance of a man. What are you not getting? So, you know, so what's he? So if he doesn't sound, what's he doing? What's he do with the throne? He plays musical chairs. Him and the angels play musical chairs. They don't sit down. They just have it there. I just happened to show you this vision because it was so random. I thought it would be cool to have this sapphire throne out here for your vision. It's one guy's vision. Y'all. Oh my God, y'all. This kid's a clown chop. So now it was something like a throne. Now it's like, oh, it's just his vision. You're a clown, bro. I gotta kick this dude. Hold up. He's so retarded. This kid, he's so retarded, chat. I can't. He's actually retarded. He's actually retarded, child. I can't. He's a man living in his folly. That's what he is. He attends too many gay parades. That's what he is. He attends too many sausage fest. And you might be Muslim because you can't admit you can't agree with the text. You have some I don't know, like some disdain for it. Like you don't want to accept it. This kid he's a goofy clown. Now let's go to the book of Daniel. He doesn't want to accept it. I literally showed him the Bible, and he misread it because he doesn't read. And then when I proved him wrong, he went to another conclusion. You see how he is, chat? I'm gonna pull up the next book, the book of Daniel's, where he sees God on the throne. Oh, what's it? All right, chat. What's it say right here? The Ancient of Days reigns. I kept looking until thrones were set up, and the Ancient of Days, which is God, took his seat. His garment was white as snow, and his hair on his head were like pure wool. His throne was flames of fire. Chat, what does this say? This is the book of Daniel, which is the next book from Ezekiel. Until thrones were set up, the Ancient of Days, God took his seat. God took his seat. Wow. So God does sit on the throne. God does sit on the throne. Wow. It literally says, the book of Daniel says the ancient day. It says God took his seat. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. And you just like to, whatever agrees with your logic, you take. Favorite verse from Isaiah. This kid, don't listen to this kid. This kid Trevino, actually, I think he's brain dead. I think Trevino is like partially brain dead because he can't read and he can't comprehend what he is reading. So the public school system in Dallas, Texas is awful. I'm going to sleep. He keeps spamming for no reason. Like I said, he's saying God doesn't sit on a throne. He says God doesn't sit on the throne. He's just floating in heaven. He's just floating in heaven like Mario. Hold up. Let me kick this kid, dude. This kid. Hold up. I had to kick him, dude. He's spamming the chat, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. I think he's Muslim. He's Muslim. He doesn't read. He doesn't know what he's reading. I just corrected him, and it's like, you know how when you correct somebody, they continue to move the goalposts. I corrected this kid. He said God doesn't have a throne. I just corrected him twice, and he's like manifesting a demon because he got corrected. So he's trying to what's the word? What's the damn word? He's trying to contaminate the minds of this chat. Was it Romans? No, Jews didn't kill Jesus. Ugh. Anyways. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock over here. It's 5 o'clock. $5 p.m., yep. I'm gonna just go to the internet. Does God have a throne in heaven? Watch this. Oh. Literally says, yes, according to the Bible, God is often described as having a throne in heaven. This is a symbolic way of expressing his authority, kingship, and sovereignty over creation. Good night, y'all. Anyways, I'm about to get off. I can't be on here no more. Every time I get on here, I feel like I get the stupid ass kids on here. All right, y'all. I'm out.